We are 3SG Plus and we innovate. With over 2 decades of experience, we've helped businesses improve efficiency, become more proficient, and increase revenue. So now we want to share our story to help businesses stay up to date and hear what industry leaders are currently doing to stay ahead of their competition. Join us and follow along as we share the secrets of what it takes to thrive in today's economy from renowned influencers and technology today. Welcome to the 3SG Plus Innovation and Technology Business Podcast. I am honored to have Rhonda Timko to be joining us, who is the Vice President for 3SG Plus. She has been a consultant for over a decade.
Yes. Oh, yes.
She's worked for organizations like Cardinal Health. She went to schools like Georgia Tech and the Ohio State University. She serves on many boards as a director. And some fun facts about Rhonda is that she is a Microsoft Teams ninja. And she is a stickler to having an agenda, and she is also a master at pickleball. How are you doing today, Rhonda?
I'm doing great, Michael. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So, of operations, tell us a little bit about what was the career path that kind of got you to where you are right now?
Great question. It's been circuitous, I have to tell you. Right after college, graduating as a rambling wreck from Georgia Tech and a hell of an engineer, I got into manufacturing, which I love manufacturing, but I very quickly realized that we were held hostage to our information system, our computer system. You needed this report, and there was like one guy who knew how to get all the information out. And of course, he's always overworked and never available. And so we struggled in manufacturing to run our manufacturing operations because we didn't have the IT resources and information we knew to put people where they needed to be, to put, satisfy customer needs and all that. So when we were afraid of the Y2K bug at the end of the 90s, I got into SAP and joined our implementation core team. And I did SAP work for over 20 years, which I thoroughly enjoyed. And but now in this role, I'm thrilled to be able to marry my love of operations with technology and IT so that I can help other companies use technology to drive their business to profitability and productivity. So it's been a great journey here at 3SG Plus already.
Nice. So as a VP of operations, maybe you could tell me a little bit, about the role that you're doing right now, or are there any initiatives that you're working on right now to kind of help better the organization? Let me know what that looks like.
Yeah, in this role, there's I look at it as two separate but conjoined departments. We have a imaging department, which is where we scan millions of documents each year, and we will scan anything from precious old fragile books to engineering drawings and maps to page after page after page of property statements or evidence in court cases or any kind of paper document we will scan. And some of them actually aren't even paper. We do photos and different things like that. It's kind of interesting. So that's our document imaging department. And then we have another department, which is our professional services department. And in that, you'll find our enterprise content management services, where we can take a customer's electronic documents, whether we scanned them or whether you scanned them yourself, and we will help manage those documents in terms of workflow or filing or however they choose to manage their electronic copies of their documents. We also do any manner of other things, project management, business analysis, and help companies get the most out of their on-base investments.
Okay. Do you find, what would you say, because this is a tech company and we've been around for over 2 decades, and oftentimes when a new VP of operations comes in, it's a word like clean house, but like you have to like almost find processes or organizational things. What have you found to be maybe some of the struggles, as from when you've started?
Great question. I am a mathematician by training. That's what my degree's in from Georgia Tech. And so I'm very much got to watch your signs, got to watch your PEMDAS, you got to do things properly in order, right?
Yeah.
And I'm also a stickler for not only meeting agendas, but ISO 9000 and SOX 404 compliance and all that type of checks and balances. So one of the things that I've started since I've been in this role is started rolling out the ISO 9000 quality management program here at 3SG Plus. And what that has done was that has already helped us to standardize our processes and make sure that we are always delivering a consistent product to our customers that's repeatable, that's of high quality, and it has embedded a process that we review and improve constantly. And I dig that. To me, that involves all the employees. Everybody has a say, everybody has an opinion, and it's all in the name of improvement. And that's very energizing, not only for me, but I think for all the employees.
So ISO 9000 kind of gives you another level of standard.
Yes.
What opportunities does that open up for a business if they were to get, is it a certification or training, or what does that look like?
If we were to declare that, we've gone through, we've met all the standards by our own assessment, then we register or we hire an outside firm to come in and audit us and determine if they agree with our opinion of ourselves that we have passed and met all of the ISO. That ISO stands for International Standards Organization. Okay. And that is a organization across the world that is very highly respected in terms of like I said, repeatability and high quality marks that deliver consistent product. And, we were a young company once, but we're no longer a young company. And as we continue to grow, much like McDonald's, when you go to McDonald's and you order a Big Mac, you want the Big Mac in LA to taste the same as the Big Mac in Columbus, Ohio. It's that consistency that we strive to maintain and provide for our customers.
That's great. So coming in, is there any specific goals that you're trying to accomplish while you're here or while you're just getting started?
That I would say would be my biggest goal. Another thing that I'm trying to focus on is hone in on our production schedule, and do we have the right people in the right places working on the right things to meet the customer's changing needs. Because as a technology company, we always work in conjunction with our customers, with our clients. And especially with the pandemic, things change, things are always in flux. And so we have to be able to adapt and modify our schedule and our deliverables to meet our clients where they are. So it's a moving target. So as I focus on our production schedule, I'm trying very hard to make sure we got the right people in the right places at the right time.
So as you go through this journey of becoming ISO 9000, do you see any roadblocks that can hinder that? Or I'm trying to give maybe some advice to people who are listening, who are thinking about, ISO 9000 is something we want to do. What things either steps that we should start implementing or things that we should try to avoid to stop us from a roadblock?
The good news is that so far I have not encountered one stick in the mud at 3SG Plus. Person who's folded their arms and said, that's not my job, or that's not how we do things here. So that is the best thing truly about rolling this out at 3SG Plus. One of the struggles, however, has been, for me, ironically, the technology that we use to run our company, because 3SG is not used to having all the traceability with their documents and with their orders that ISO requires. And so I'm researching other software packages or researching how to further exploit the software package that we use today to achieve the things that we need to achieve according to the quality management standards set forth.
Right. So you did mention, these crazy times. COVID-19 is happening right now. Businesses are slowing down, and other things are happening in the world. What would you say do you have any key items that, from an operational standpoint, people can be doing now as they're kind of going through this pandemic that we have going?
Key things. Stay productive. Well, okay, when I say stay productive, use your time, even time that it might be downtime, as productively as you can to further enhance your personal background, your personal skills. Because I think a lot of times it's easy to get lackadaisical when you're at home, nobody's watching you, you get bored with yourself, you get bored with your job because it's just not that interesting around your own four walls after a while. So by all means, take online classes that are free. Microsoft's got 1 million of them, for example, about Teams, for example, and invest in yourself. Just put that time in so you can further grow your skills and contribute wherever you are.
That's great. I will say that Teams, I knew Microsoft Teams, and since you've introduced us to it, it has changed my entire workflow of things, and it has been so helpful because,
no kidding!
Yes, it allows us all one place to go to, and anybody needs it, we can communicate through there, and it allows us to give updates and conversation. I mean, there's so much going on in there. So I'm a little bit excited to learn more about it. I think this has been great. I appreciate you taking the time out to speak with me. If someone wants to get a hold of you or contact you, what is the best way to reach you?
I'm found on LinkedIn, Rhonda Timko, RHONDA, Rhonda, TIMKO. I'm on LinkedIn. Feel free to reach out to me there.
All right. Thank you, Rhonda, again.